We're on the lower Clackamas River, launching at Carver Park with guide Dan Fisher, Charissa Shaner, and Jake Gregg, manager of Clackacraft Boats.
Yo, we're on camera. Super Bowl Sunday. We're gonna catch some fish today.
Yeah, so we're just here at the Super Bowl Sunday. We're gonna chase some winter steelhead. It was a cold morning, about 30 degrees when we woke up. It's gonna be warming up all day. And water conditions are absolutely perfect. We have some BNR soft beads, some maglips, and we're gonna maybe fish some jigs, tip with some prawns, and just see what we can do today.
Throw everything at them, see if we can find one.
Yep, just entice them.
We're gonna be good luck because there's a guy behind us right now in the Clackacraft. Look at it. That's always a good sign right there.
That's right. You know, this year I really like shrimp. Annis Plus is a good one. Crawfish, they're all, you know, they're all good. These are three of my favorites right here. So I'm just taking up some some prawn meat and just cutting them into, you know, 3 little pieces here. I like to tip my jigs, or maybe even stuff one of these up in a yarn ball. But I think when you tip them on your jigs in places that allow it, it definitely gives the fish a chance to keen in on some good scent. And you know, all steelhead love shrimp. Just like that. Just a traditional nightmare pattern jig. This one's pretty awesome. I like just the way that the action it creates in the water. Just your red, white, black, maybe a little hint of violet purple in it. It's always just a staple color for me on the Clackamas. I really enjoy using it. I have it on a fixed float. I like running a fixed float with a bumper. I run 15-pound fluorocarbon P-line tactical down to a 12-pound. If it gets really low and clear, I'll go down to a 10-pound P-line tactical. That's just how I run all my bobber and jig setups. I like them on a fixed float because I feel like it's just more stealthy. It hits the water. I'm at the depth I want it to be at. If I want to adjust, I can just reel it to my tip, slide it down. It's super shallow. If I need to go deeper, I just deepen it up. Just pull it over here. It's super easy. Slide it right up. It's just a really simple, basic setup.
Well, Clackamas is really good for jigs just because it's a lot of pocket water fishing, meaning there's a lot of little just short spots where the fish will sit kind of behind boulders, rocks, trees, whatever, and those jigs will get right down to them. We can literally cast them. You know, once you get proficient at it, right off the rock, and that thing will drop right into place. And sometimes, literally, you'll drop a jig in. Dan knows from experience, and it won't even go a foot, and you'll get a fish. That's why jigs are so effective. I got my little Old Faithful program here. You guys might have seen me fish it before, but it's a Thill fixed float, and just a 1/8 ounce nightmare pattern here jig. And the nice thing about these is they'll really tell you what's going on. It's almost, they call it an indicator for a reason. If you're too deep, or you're fishing, this will fish for me really well everywhere. Even though I don't know to fish, because I can see where the bottom's at. If it's tinking along like this, it means I'm dragging bottom. So I need to shorten that up. The goal is to, you know, get fairly close to the bottom where the fish sit. They'll sit on the bottom down there, and a lot of people will say, you know, you can fish whatever, but I feel that these fish really well if you get them closer to the bottom as you can. And also, if you get a little bit of a belly in your line, you're not fishing, you'll be pulling that along, and actually you're not going to be being real natural because your jig's actually going to be accelerating as your line, and belly is when your line kind of gets rounded out there. So that's why we use these longer rods sometimes, these 9/6s to 10/6 rods. They call them float rods for a reason, but they you can actually mend your line and pop back a little bit to keep that you know, line as natural. You can see that float right there. It's just going right along as clean as possible, and that's your goal, is to be as natural as you can. And I call it gridding the water out. You can use that, you know, this spot right here especially, it goes down and back up and then back down. And the reason I know that, well, I fish a lot, but you can find it out real fast by just adjusting your float and finding that bottom, because you see your tink in the bottom, then you're going to want to shorten it up a little bit. So because the goal is to kind of just find those fish, and they could be sitting right here, or they could be sitting over underneath the log over there. So
here with this worm, it's basically the same thing as a jig. We're just doing a worm jig here. Got a little BNR holy worm, and for this one we're going to set it up here about a foot deeper. Then you're just going to go ahead and cast it over there right towards that tree.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit this side of it, like a foot this side of it. And you're just going to just cast in there, and you're going to let it drift through. And as you're letting it drift through, once it gets like a certain point where it starts to want to stop, that's when you're going to want to mend your line. You're going to want to keep that float as vertical as possible.
Okay.
The more vertical you keep your float, the less drag it has on it, the better that worm's going to drag it through the water. It'll just go float naturally through the water, and they're going to smoke it.
Okay. Yeah.
If it goes down, you can either reel and stuff it, like just get tight to it and give it a good hook set, You can grab your spool and give it a hook set, but either way, you just need to penetrate that hook into its mouth.
All right.
Reel until you feel.
Get some Procure on there.
If I am going to send out my worm, which a worm usually is just a major aggression bite, but if I am going to put scent on it, I want to keep it up here towards the hook, just so if they don't bite the tail off. Nice cast, Jake. Oh, we got it.
Son of a gun.
Welcome back to the Clackamas River. I'm Justin Wolf. We're hunting steelhead on a calm winter morning, dialing in what the fish want and where they might be.
Well, the river looks so beautiful, I was just saying, and we're gonna head up to a couple spots we like to fish up above here where there's some smaller tribs, creeks essentially, that drop in, and those fish will kind of sit in there. We're gonna check it out and see if we can find one up there. It's just about a mile up the river, but it's beautiful out here today.
Yeah, so this is just a little trough here that feeds off this little side channel, and there's just about a little 4 or 5 foot little ditch in there, and these fish just lay. There's about a 40-yard stretch of water that they'll lay in. It's just perfect resting water for these fish to hold before they want to make their journey up through these little rapids. It's an extremely good spot, very consistent. Over and over again, I've come in here at the end of the day and caught many fish. Today we're hitting it one of the first spots because we're coming up in the little Magnum Power Drifter, which is also an advantage of this, that you can fish backwards up through all the holes.
What's my float distance?
You can go a foot deeper, about maybe 10 inches.
Oh, shoot.
That was a bobber down.
Oh,
Yeah, and my shrimp is gone.
really?
Yeah, they sit right there on the inside.
That was a bobber down. Fish, nice job.
Nice job.
I need to tighten my
Nice
drag.
job.
I think I need
All
to-
right.
I think I need to tighten my drag up a little bit.
You're fine.
Is it good?
You just keep pressure on it. You're fine.
Hey,
Your
Jake,
drag is loose.
Jake, you realize what you did?
What's that?
You forgot the net.
It's okay. We're at the beach right here. We're in a bit.
All right, he's
The
right
net.
here.
We do that. It's fine. We're gonna go right over here, Dan. And we're gonna jump out. It's shallow.
Okay. Nobody panic. We forgot the net.
It's a nice fish too.
Yeah, we're good. Drag's good. We got a big
I'm gonna
fish.
get you right over here, Dan, to this bank, and you guys can probably both.
Yeah, I'll bail out. Let me dump my stuff out of
All
my
right.
pocket.
It might go a little spazzy here when we get in the shallow
Okay,
water.
he's starting to get frisky.
Okay,
It will.
hang on.
It's got a second run in it. Believe me.
Is that tight enough?
Too
Okay,
tight.
Dan,
You're
you can
good.
jump out.
Okay.
And you can just beach it.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's got a second.
Oh.
Whoa, almost in the boat. Charissa, catch it, Dan.
I can't. There ain't no way you're catching that fish. Charissa, can you hop out?
Yeah.
I haven't seen a fin on it yet. I don't want to land this fish for you. That's your fish. It's a great one. Go ahead and start walking this way.
That's a nice fish. I think
Nice and gently, okay? It is a happy fish. Nice and gently. Just keep dragging. Keep dragging.
you got it.
Nice and gently. You got it. Stay right there. Stay right there. I got it. Good. Nice and gently. There you go. Congratulations.
That was all you. That was all you. Nice. All right.
Hang on. I'm gonna bonk it real quick so we can hatch your fish. So let's take care of this. Nice hook set too. Good job.
Oh yeah. We needed that. Great hook set.
It's a nice fish. Woohoo. That's awesome.
I told you when we went through there.
I told you that spot. I never fished it either.
I felt it like it. My bead slowed down. I thought I was a little late on it, and you stuck it. Good job. That's
Nice.
so awesome.
Yeah.
What a great.
We needed that.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
For
What
sure.
a great. That's a
Oh yeah, get over
that's
here.
a perfect specimen
That's your
right
fish.
there.
That's
Here,
awesome.
I'll get that for you.
Thank
You want to hold it?
Yeah, let me hold that. So
Nice job.
So this fish here is right around 30 inches, 31 inches. Just a beautiful Clackamas River broodstock hen. This is a program they've been working on for a few years to get just a stronger gene fish here in the river. And we have the little gator step measuring device, which makes it nice so you know how big your fish is.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Gonna break in the new boat.
About 31 and a half, yeah, about 31 and a half inches. From the tip of the tail, if you want to measure the middle, it's about 30 and change, 31. Yeah, it's a good fish.
So this is gator step flooring. It's kind of a, came out of the ski boat and pontoon boat market, but we use it in our boats too. This is kind of nice. If you're not wearing studded boots or anything, it just makes the boat a little bit more quiets the boat up. Granted, the fiberglass boats are super quiet anyways, but We just like it. It's actually kind of nice to stand on. Just feels good to stand on. Summertime, I take this boat out in the summertime, play with it, and barefoot. You know, this boat's not only a fishing boat. We have a lot of fun just last summer with it, right? Going out and taking the kids out, snorkeling on the boat. So very multi-purpose boat. Of course, I always have a rod in the boat too, but you know, it's a fun feature. It's not necessary, but it's, obviously you can look at this boat. This is the 200th one we build here at Clackacraft, so we're pretty proud of it. So we kind of did a little anniversary boat here, and what a way to break it in. Good job, Charissa.
Yeah, we're gonna just slide back through there again. I missed that fish and we came through and she stuck it on the second pass, so shrimp krill was the ticket. Just put some on there like that. Doesn't take very much at all. You don't need much, and just swirl it in. Put it down there on that one. Rinse and repeat.
Rinse and repeat.